This is a Tech Educator 101 channel. I have been a long time Linux and open source fan. My first distro was Slackware way back in the early 2000s. I haven't used it in a long time. You know, when you're brand new to Linux, you want to try a whole bunch of different things. You want to install a bunch of stuff, do all the things. And Slackware wasn't really designed to do that. It was designed to just, you install it, you update it for security updates, and that's it. Otherwise, it should stay exactly the same. It stays stable. And that's kind of the whole point of the distro. I haven't used it in a long time. And I kind of wanted to start distro hopping again. I have been using Fedora most recently for quite a while. And I wanted to kind of start hopping around and seeing some of the old distros, even some of the new ones that I've never touched before. So I'm kind of going to go through this install. My plan is also to install it on my work laptop and use it for a couple weeks and see how it functions. So what I've got here in VMware Workstation is the Slackware ISO. I'm using Slackware 15 current. I haven't used Slackware probably since like version 7 or something. It's been a minute. So I've just given it 4 processors and 8 gigabytes of memory. I am going to try. Supposedly it can do UEFI now in the last couple versions, so I'm going to give that a shot, and let's go ahead and get this going. So far, it's looking kind of how I remembered it. Assume it's SDA1. Let's. Yep. GPT. All right. So. Let's do 95. 4. Linux, that's all right. And swap. All right, so there I'm just gonna do 3 partitions. The EFI, that's way too big, but meh. The file system, just going to use one file system for the home and root, and then the swap space. I don't know if Slackware can do the built-in. That's kind of more popular now or not, but let's do the dedicated because that's what I'm going to do. All right. And this looks pretty much exactly like what I remember. Yep, there's my root. Format, extension 4, that's fine. And it did detect that there was an EFI partition. Okay. Alright. This is going to be pretty simple. Slackware was never really meant to be very hard to install. You know, something like Arch, which is way easier now than it has been in the past, or some of the other distros. Slackware was never really meant to be difficult to install. You just partition your drive and install everything. And I say that and now we'll find anything. There we go. And I'm just going to click OK. And they do give you different types of installs. I think, yeah, that's the recommended. I was going to say, I always, way back in the day, I always just did the full. It just installs everything. It does take up a lot of room, but that was just kind of how it was done. That saved you about 30 minutes. All right, so flash boot. Nope, I'm just going to skip it. I always skip it. Way back in the day, you'd make a floppy drive with it, but I'm not too worried. Alright, okay, so UEFI needs eLilo. That's fine. Install eLilo. Okay. Yep. Alright. Yeah, sure. Network. Yep. Oh, use Darkstar. Sure. Don't need a VLAN. Network manager. And yes. Okay. Alright. What do I want running? I guess I probably don't need cups for this, but when I install it on my work machine, I will. Yeah, that's good. No. Local time. Ooh. Alright. Vim's alright. I'm going to do KDE Plasma. It does install, because it installs everything, it does install all of these desktops, so you can choose which one you want to run. Looks like GNOME is still not, or GNOME, I guess, is really still not an option. I'm sure that there is ways to install that after the fact, but Plasma is just fine. Alright. Time to reboot. And let's just do that. Looking good. Alright, we got our internets. That's fine. Initial group, that's fine. Alright, so when you put the up arrow here, it does give you a bunch of the defaults. I am going to add wheel in there. Hit enter. Home directory is good. Shell. It's fine. No expiration date. And there we go. The one thing I will need to do, come into vi sudo and here we are. Delete that and write to it. We're going to exit out. Whoops. Log in and then start X. You know, I didn't pay attention during the install. If it was using, I bet I would almost be positive we're still using X11 and not Wayland. I'm sure they haven't moved that yet. Wayland is getting to the point where it's about the default, but that wouldn't be defaultish enough for Slackware. Where X11 is, for all its faults, can be really stable. All right, here we go. I'm going to keep. There is the default install. There we go, Slackware 15. Again, this was current. It was downloaded, the ISO was downloaded just a couple, this last week or so, it really, everything should be pretty much up to date as far as, yeah, X11 is Slackware is concerned, so yeah. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button, and if you want to see more of my content, please click subscribe. Have a great day.